I know this is gonna sound like extremely fucking controversial, and like I think people are gonna be very angry when I say this, but I don't like Lexi's and Fez's relationship. I simply do not. So I finished my exams, and you can tell because my hair is become a different color than when I started my exam. So I know like my videos are usually video essays, but like I'm lazy and I haven't written one in like forever. I have two that I'm supposed to, I was gonna try and finish, but like it's just not very fun writing about pedophiles and about like rich people, so I'd rather just make a video where I do makeup. And yeah, so I know I said I was gonna obliterate my eyebrows one day, and I think that I've finally been pushed over the edge. I think today is the day I'm going to obliterate my eyebrows. So my camera is actually in a very precarious situation. It's on top of 2 boxes, 3 books, and 1 candle. Like it's barely hanging in there. I've been just so burnt out over everything. Like literally, I want to do nothing. I don't want to do anything at all. So what I mean by obliterating my eyebrows is that I'm going to cover it with bleach and do like that bleach brow look, and I'm very excited for it because I've wanted to do it for like ever, and I hope it looked good with no eyebrows. I think like you're supposed to use like one of these brushes and kind of like you put bleach on it, go like into your hair, it bleaches hairs. So I'm gonna use this bleach. Did I just say this bleach? I'm gonna use this concealer. Yeah, did I just say bleach for So I've been watching like Friends lately, and it's just like I realize how attractive literally everyone is on that show, and it's just like wow, like I can't believe they're all super attractive. Like literally every single episode is just me being like, oh my god, that person looks so hot, oh my god, that person looks so hot, oh my god, I love their outfits, I love their hair. Like seriously, Lisa Kudrow, Phoebe Buffay, like her outfits and her hair and the entirety of season 1 is just a chef's kiss. I'm getting my boyfriend to watch Friends with me, and I feel like I've converted him because he was one of those people who are like, oh my god, Friends is so cringe, Friends is literally unfunny, and then I hear this man literally laughing louder than the fucking laugh track. I think it's not dark enough for my skin, not my skin, my eyebrows. I think I maybe have to wait for it to dry to do it again. I've seen like people like go like back and forth like this. I look interesting. And literally the reason why I wanted to do this because I saw this really pretty girl on Instagram, and I don't follow her account, but I keep seeing her face on my feed, and she looks really pretty with her little bleach brows, and I just want to be her. I want to be her so badly. I'm gonna like brush out the concealer around my eyebrows because like it's not blending in with my skin very well. You know, I need to do something with my life, you know? I feel like this is the thing that's gonna make me do my life better, you know? I think this is it, guys. I think this is what I'm meant to be doing. How do you use concealers like these? Like, they don't got no little thingy where you can stick it in and do it? Like, how am I supposed to use this? Like, pour it out on like a painting palette or some shit? Like, you know, I've been very busy, but I've actually watched like a ton of movies and like anime recently. Like like I say I'm like super busy, right? But then like secretly I'm also like binging like 50 episodes of anime per day. Like literally yesterday I watched like 16 episodes of Friends. Yeah, I'm real busy, guys. I got a ton of shit to do. I hope you're enjoying this, Lorena. I'm doing it for you. Anyways, even though I want to do a whole like ass video on Euphoria, I think I'm gonna just like kind of talk about my opinions of the 2nd season, because I feel like, I don't know, there's something about the 2nd season just doesn't sit right with me. I think one of the things I don't like about 2nd season is the amount of characters that are in it. Euphoria, the first one, was also, like the first season was also a bit of a bloated show. That would be like one of my main critiques of it, I guess, is that it's a bit bloated. And like they made the show even more bloated this season, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. Like, I don't know. I don't think they should have added more characters. I think that is just a bad decision. There's no room for them. I feel like it suffers in the same way that sex education suffered in the third season, where they added like a bunch of new characters that really could have been taken up, could have been like old characters that you didn't really explore on before, right? Like I feel like a bunch of times where in sex education, when you had like these new characters, you honestly could have replaced them with old characters. It wouldn't have been an issue, right? Because you already had these underdeveloped characters that you put in like previous seasons, and you should have really utilized them in the later seasons. Like I feel like Euphoria already had those types of underdeveloped characters that they didn't really use in the first season, that they could have used in the second season a lot better, instead of adding in drug addict guy. I don't remember his name. Like, is it Marco? I think he looks like a Marco, but I don't think that's his name. Anyways, like, instead of adding in some random guy for Rue to like do drugs with, like, couldn't you have just done that by herself? Like, I feel like there didn't need to be that extra layer of explanation for why Rue was doing drugs again. Like, we knew she already relapsed in the first season. We didn't need another reason for her to relapse, right? Like, we didn't need the bad influence angle. And also, it also results in a lot of like weird, petty jealousy between like Rue and Jules, and I think that's like really boring to watch. It's a little bit strange and inconsistent with Jules' character, because I feel like she wouldn't be the type to be jealous. Maybe that's just my feeling of it, but my feeling of it was basically like, in the entire first season, she's been sleeping with other people, kissing other people, literally talking to other guys and stuff like that, and she still considered Rue like her girlfriend, kind of, right? But she was still seeing other people, and Rue, she was jealous, but she didn't really, I guess, stop her from doing that. So I thought like maybe they mutually disagreed that Jules can see other people, but like maybe that's just me. Like maybe I just had like a really weird view of Jules. Like I don't know. I also feel like the addition of the drug character is just, it takes away a lot of time. They're already expanding a bunch of like side characters' roles that they really did not need to add him in. Like, you're already expanding Lexi's role, you're expanding Ethan's role, and when you add that extra character in, you're taking time away from those characters. Also, Faye, the heroin addict, she did not need to be in this. She is superfluous, and it takes away time from other characters. I feel like, yeah, sure, she could have been in the first scene, and we see her and Rue, and that explains how Rue got into like heroin and stuff. Like, that explains that. I think that's fine. I don't see why she needs to stick around for other episodes. It literally doesn't make any sense, and I feel like it just ends up taking time away from Kat and Ethan, the relationship. The relationship feels especially glossed over this season. Like, so far, we know there's a problem, but that same problem hasn't really been addressed. And second of all, we haven't really seen them interact as a couple at all. We've seen like scenes, we saw like 2 seconds of them together at the New Year's party, and like we see scenes of Kat texting Ethan and Kat talking about Ethan to her friends. We never really see them together, which I think is a problem, since clearly we're trying to do something here with those two, right? Like, they're supposed to be kind of like characters, you know, but I feel like they got kind of downgraded to like what Lexi had last season, because this season is bloated. It's just bloated. Episode 2 or episode 3, where I was just like, it feels like fucking whiplash, going between all these different fucking storylines that genuinely have nothing to do with each other. That was always a problem with Euphoria, how like all the different plot lines didn't really feel like they fitted together. But it was less so last season, because I feel like it was better because you had a smaller cast. But this season, it's getting tough. Like, you got Kat's thing with Ethan, you got Maddie and Cassie's thing with Nate, you got Nate's thing with his dad and Jules, you got Nate's dad thing with Fez, you got that Fez and Nate thing also, you got Zendaya and her drug addict thing, you got Zendaya and Jules. You also have that fucking like unnecessary drug den thing. Like, okay, I really hate the direction that they're taking with Rue. I don't know why, but I hate it. I can't exactly put my finger on it, and this is why I want to do like a full video about it, because I clearly don't really know why I don't like it, but I do not like it. I don't like it how Rue is basically talking with drug dealers and stuff and becoming a drug dealer, at least like pretending to become a drug dealer. I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't think it's interesting. I don't know. I thought that was a stupid direction to take her in. I feel like there's so many better directions could have taken her in. Yeah. I know this is gonna sound like extremely fucking controversial, and like I think people are gonna be very angry when I say this, but I don't like Lexi's and Fez's relationship. I simply do not. Yes, they're cute together and they had a cute scene together. Here's the thing, I can't get over the fact that Fez is, I think he's supposed to be 20. Like, he's at least like a year, he's at least an adult, right? And Lexi is a junior in high school, I believe. They're still juniors. I think he's a 20-something because in the first season, Nate was like, you're a 20-year-old dropout from high school.
Retard. You dropped out of school at 20 and now you're a gangster.
So I think he's 20. So basically what we have here is a relationship, possible relationship between a 17-year-old and a 20-year-old. I know it's 3-year difference, but that is a big difference at that age. I don't think if one of my friends was like, I'm gonna hang out with a 20-year-old, I'm gonna be like, girl, you're fucking missing some brain cells. Like, I don't care that it's Fez, he probably has less brain cells than Lexi. I think it's gross, I think it's weird. I don't know why Euphoria is trying to push this kind of dating older guys thing. I think that's already a big enough problem in TV shows and stuff like that. Yeah, so Lexi and Fez, I don't like it because of the age difference. I think it's dumb. I think teenage girls already normalize having romantic relationships with 20-year-olds. Something's enough already. I don't think it's a good thing to be romanticizing this. I feel like there should be boundaries set. I feel like Euphoria shouldn't just go ahead and put them together because they're cute together. Like, yeah, there's a line, right? And I think Euphoria is crossing that line with Lexi and Fez's relationship, because I know drug abuse and substance abuse stuff with Rue, that has a meaning to it. There is a reason behind it and there's a message they're trying to send. I don't think they're glamorizing that because they show the consequences of Rue's actions very, very clearly, and they're not romanticizing that in any way. But I see where they're going with Fez and Lexi's relationship. I see that they're looking at it through rose-tinted glasses, and I see that they're going to ignore the problematic aspects of it. So, unless they surprise me and then somehow this becomes a lesson in how you should not date 20-somethings as a teenager, I stand corrected. No, look, I don't want to sound like I hate Euphoria, because I don't. I like it. I think it's a good show. I think it's I'm not gonna call it trashy, okay? I don't think it's trashy. I'm not gonna call it trashy. I do think, however, it is a little bit crude sometimes. I think it's a good show. I think the writing is good, the cinematography is good, and I think general pacing of the show is pretty good. Like, I think the pacing is nice, the characters are interesting, the costuming is really good, the makeup's really good, obviously. Everything's pretty good. Like, there's stuff I don't like in it, but it doesn't outweigh the good stuff, right? So I don't want to sound like one of those people who hate Euphoria just for the sake because it's popular and something that girls like. Like, I don't hate it, okay? Just stating that for the record. I like the show for what it is, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's some kind of cinematic masterpiece. I think there are a lot of flaws, and I think that a lot of things definitely aren't that great. Yeah, back on the topic of how Euphoria is crude. The nudity in this season is excessive. Like, it was already pretty excessive in the last season, but it's really getting there. It's really starting to get on my nerves. Like, Cassie's tits are out every single fucking episode. I see a dick every single episode. And a lot of times it's just there. There's no reason for it to be there, and it's just, let's put naked people on camera because we are Euphoria and we can. there should be some caution around portraying teenage characters this way. Which, like, I don't like how Sam Levinson addressed that in the show. Like, he literally has like a fourth wall breaking moment where he has Rue say to the audience, like, I know I'm like a beloved TV character and I should be making good choices to be good role models for you all, but fuck you, I'm not gonna do that, and you can either watch a show or just deal with it. Like, that is pretty much the least subtle way that Sam Levinson could have handled that. And I feel like it's just really obvious that he's really fed up with the criticism that these characters are clearly horrible people, or people making horrible decisions, and making them be teenagers and having them do all this ridiculous things might have an effect on teenagers. Maybe. Just a smidge. I don't see the drug argument that much. Not that much. The nudity, like, genuinely, like, 99% of it, no. I don't see why we have to do it. I don't see the reason. I think the only reason that they did that is so, I don't know, the shock value. So horny people will watch. Sorry that this entire video is like super unorganized, but I literally didn't have a script for this. But yeah, I feel like I got everything out that I want to say about Euphoria, pretty much. I know that was a lot. I'm probably gonna have to cut it way down in editing and post. I feel like I repeated myself like probably 100 times. And I think it's as light as I'm gonna get my eyebrows, so. Do I look like I have bleached brows, guys? My camera died, so I finished my makeup off screen, and I think I look like Mia Goth. That's the way I would describe it. Yeah. I never use like nude lipstick because I feel like it makes me look anemic and sick. But in this case, I'm going for that sickly look, which is good. It's good. It's good. It's working. So, yeah. Good things about Euphoria, guys. There are good things. There are good things. I promise you, I like this show. You can still like something and also criticize it. Did you guys know that? Wow, it's a new concept, eh? Something that I do like about Euphoria this season is what they did with Lexi. I think she's shaping up to be a pretty interesting character. I like how they kind of double down on that sort of like book smart part of her. I think that's pretty cool. I really like her outfits. I think her outfits are super cute, and they actually give her a character, which is very, very nice. As much as I hate Marco, his character, in the utility sense, and that he serves no utility, all the conversations that Jules has with Marco could have been had with a different character like Maddie or Kat or literally any of the other girls. But I do think that the actor who plays him is very charming, and I think that he makes it work as much as he can in his position with a character that literally he's there for no reason at all. I think the first episode is really good. I think it's like probably one of my favorite episodes of Euphoria. I think it sets up the season very well. I think the shots are really good, and I like how it all takes place at one party. I think that's when Euphoria works the best, where the characters are in close proximity and location wise, so you don't get as big of like a whiplash when you like jump between storylines and stuff like that. So I have to compliment them and like still be kind of critical of them at the same time. Like, I don't know, it's hard to do. So yeah, I guess those are basically my thoughts on the first 3 episodes of Euphoria that have aired. I know it was a lot of criticism, and I do have a lot of criticism for the show. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's the best thing since sliced bread that like seems like all people in social media seems to think. But I do see its good parts, and I do like it. It's an entertaining show. It's entertaining. I like its characters. I think it's fun. The storylines are kind of unbelievable, but at the same time it's fun to watch. It's, to me, it's kind of like junk food, you know? Like, I see the problematic parts, I see the parts that are bad, I see the flaws, but it's an entertaining show. At the end of the day, it's entertaining, and that's what it's supposed to be. It's entertainment. You can criticize it to hell and back, and it doesn't take away from the fact that it's entertaining. I hate these chair thingies. I just realized how awkward that looks. What are these for? By the way, I got this chair off of the street. Organized, I know. Fuck, I never know how to close a video. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go now. Bye.